Hi, welcome to the Hobart Weekly. This is a series created for our clients to bring you relevant financial planning insights, timely updates, and helpful perspectives each week. My name is Andrew Greer. I'm one of the senior wealth advisors here at Hobart Wealth. And today I want to talk with you about something that comes up in a lot of meetings with clients, maybe just about every single meeting with clients, which is how much cash should I actually keep on hand? And like most things in financial planning, the answer is, well, it depends. But there is a clear framework that you can use to get this right. First, let's define what we mean by cash. We're talking about money in checking, savings, or money market accounts. These are funds that are stable, accessible, liquid, not exposed to market risk or volatility. We have to start with the purpose. To answer this question, we've got to start with the purpose of cash. Cash is not meant for growth. As we just stated, cash is meant for stability and flexibility. It's there to cover unexpected expenses, protect you during income disruptions, keep you from having to sell investments at the wrong time. Very important. So the real question isn't how much can I keep in cash? It's how much do I need to feel secure and stay on track? So kind of change the narrative a little bit. But let me first throw a general rule of thumb that is out there. It's been around for many, many years. A common starting point is having 3 to 6 months of essential expenses in cash. That's typically enough to handle most short-term disruptions like job changes, medical issues, or unexpected repairs. But that's just a baseline. Let's keep in mind, it's not a one-size-that-fits-all answer. You have to adjust based on your situation. This is where personalization matters. You may want to lean toward the higher end of that scale or even beyond if your income is variable, commission-based, or unpredictable. You're self-employed. Maybe you own a small business. You're approaching retirement, or you simply value having a larger safety net. On the other hand, you might be more comfortable with less cash if your income is stable, predictable, you have a strong job security, or you have access to other liquid resources. Now let's fast forward to retirement. That's where things change a little bit. Once you're in retirement, the role of cash becomes even more important. Because you're no longer earning a paycheck, cash helps you cover spending needs without having to sell investments during market downturns, as I previously mentioned. For that reason, it often makes sense to hold closer to 12 months of expenses in cash during retirement, sometimes more depending on your overall income sources and comfort level. But we have to balance the opportunity cost here, right? Holding cash comes with a trade-off. That money is stable, but it's also not growing much over time. So keeping too much cash can slow down your long-term progress, especially when inflation is factored in. This is where we want to be intentional. Enough cash to feel secure, but not so much that it becomes a drag on your overall plan. Let's talk about a little bit where to keep the cash. Not all cash accounts are created equal, okay? While checking accounts are great for day-to-day cash flow spending, they often pay little to no interest. So for your emergency reserves or larger cash balances, it's usually worth looking at high-yield savings accounts or money market accounts, where your cash can stay safe, accessible, liquid, but also earn a little bit more in the process. So to summarize, at the end of the day, the right amount of cash is the amount that allows you to sleep well at night, handle the unexpected, and stay invested for the long term without panic. For most people, that starts in the 3 to 6 month range and maybe higher, especially in retirement. If you're not sure what that number looks like for you, that's exactly the kind of thing we help clients work through. So let us know. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us on the Hobart Weekly. We hope this was helpful, and we look forward to continuing to share insights that support your financial life. We'll see you next week.